This is Gap, and this is Outlet Gap. But I really liked this. It's a chambray. It's like an abbreviated chambray or an altered chambray. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I thought this was really good. I liked the cut of the shirt, and this is a medium. Uh-oh. Hey everyone. Today is a clothing haul of items that I found this past Thursday, and I found this at Community Aid and a Goodwill. So I'm just going to show what I picked up and kind of why I picked it up. Sometimes it's not always the most popular brand. Sometimes it's just something interesting. And so that's my haul today. If you don't know me, my name is Karen, Lavender Clothesline. I sell full-time to make a living. I'm almost a senior citizen, so I'm getting there and really hoping to just supplement my income as I grow older. Right now I am fully supporting myself, so let's get started. Without further ado, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll show you what I found. So the first item is called Copper Rivet. That is the name of the company. These are men's jeans, moto jeans, and they are a whiskered, but they're whiskered with almost like an oil look. Very cool, new with tags, all kinds of patches and appliques. I paid up for these, so I paid $7.50 for these, and they should bring over $50. Next are a few men's jackets that I normally don't pick up a lot of athletic wear. The athletic wear that I pick up is usually golf and stuff like this. But I found all of these together. I just threw them in the cart quick, hoping that they'll bring a high return. How's that for a business model? Don't do that. Always use comps. Live Strong jacket. It's a windbreaker. Again, Live Strong windbreaker. The third one is LL Bean, so not so much athletic rather than outdoorsy. This is a men's hoodie, World Series Champions. I guess that's Boston. You know me, I'm not athletic. World Series 2013. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another Live Strong. I'm almost tempted to keep this. And I realize Live Strong is very controversial, but I like the item. I don't know, I picked it up. I did check comps a while back on Live Strong, and it seemed like the things move. So I don't know much about the situation. You know, I know the situation, but I don't know where we're at now with it, how people feel about it. But I went ahead and picked these items up. And another Live Strong. So somebody donated all of their Live Strong items, so I grabbed them. The next item is a girl's pair of shorts. This is Justice. I do very little children's clothing. For me, unless it's really something spectacular, the profit's not there for my business model. But with 4th of July coming, I thought these were great. I'm gonna get these on probably today. This is one of my favorite brands. You guys know I love this brand. This is Eileen Fisher, and it is a white linen skirt. What size is this? Let's see what size this is. Oh, it's under a dry cleaning tag. Let me see. It's a large. A large will fit me. I could wear a large. It's got an elastic waist, so I'll just eat a little bit more. The next item is a piqué cotton skirt. This is J. Crew 14. Piqué is the type of cotton it is. It has a textured feel to it. So I thought this was beautiful, this print. I think this will do very well. I don't pick up all J. Crew. I do pick up their black label and their retail store items I pay more attention to than their outlet items. This is Gap, and this is Outlet Gap. But I really liked this. It's a chambray. It's like an abbreviated chambray or an altered chambray. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I thought this was really good. I liked the cut of the shirt, and this is a medium. Uh-oh. Okay, right with Eileen Fisher is this name, Flax. I love flax clothing. Flax clothing is made of flax or linen, and this is a size large. Has a little bit of a fuzz on it. Flax has a following, so anytime I put anything flax, it gets a lot of watchers almost immediately, especially if the item is really current or a really nice basic item. So I'm going to use lag and look as I usually do with flax in the keywords. If you're not familiar with the word lag and look, Lagenlook, I use that quite often for this type of clothing. The next item is J. Crew, and this is the outlet, but these are the GGs. It's a black stretch knit legging. A lot of times, the ones that are most popular have the zipper in the back. This has the side zipper, still very well followed. I'm going to say that I'll probably get, I'm going to guess about $60 for these leggings. They're really pants. This is a black skirt by the Fisher Project. I believe this is Eileen Fisher and it's a special collab. I'm not entirely positive of that, but this is like a faux leather in the front, and then the back is just a black stretch knit. Really nice career skirt. I think this will do well. I paid $4.50 for this, and I'll probably put it on for the high 30s. This next item is a handmade nightgown. I believe this is a nightgown. The workmanship is very good. This might be Amish or Mennonite made, and it looks like it hasn't been worn. But I always check the hems and the seams to make sure all the sewing is straight, that the stitches are tight. In other words, per square inch, I look at how many stitches. I don't stand there and count them, but I don't want to see big, loose, sloppy stitches. I want to see real tight, nice, even straight stitches. So yeah, this is gorgeous. It's long, it's got the big ruffle. I think this will do well. I paid $4.50 for that. I expect that'll bring probably over $30. This is a Western shirt with a lot of bling. It's not a high-end name. This is Roar, and it's their signature. The signature line bring a little bit more than the regular line. So I said yes to this. This I'll use keywords of rodeo. I might even do tattoo print, you know, those type of words. The next item I picked up for my personal use. I tried it on. It was a little bit tight in the arms. This is Parameter. This is a small, so in other words, this is a no name, but it's like a champagne gold ruffle front romantic tank top. I paid, I'm not telling you what I've been paying. I paid $4.50 for that. I'm probably going to set that at the $15 to $18 mark. I really didn't buy that for resale. I bought that for myself, like I said, but I'll sell it because I'm not going to wear it. This is Chico's button down linen, new with tags. So this went for $79. That's their retail price. And I paid $4.50. The buttons, even some of them are still covered. And I will probably get $30 for that. Here's Eileen Fisher again. This is a silk, like a kimono. I'm gonna say this is a nightgown. I'm not a silk habute. That doesn't sound good. Habute, Herbute, no, H-A-B-U-T-A-I. Not sure how to pronounce that. It's not saying what this is. This might just be a cover-up, but I thought this was beautiful. It doesn't have the original price, but Eileen Fisher is a good quality brand. They bring good money. This is Free People. It's a little dress. I thought this is great for fall. I'm already thinking fall, back to school, and just those colors, the wines, the rusts, the mustard colored items. So yeah, I thought that was great. I paid $5.25 for that dress. This is Retail Gap. It is a stretch knit cover-up. I really liked this embroidery. It's like a very ethnic boho look, and it's a nice shift, nice comfortable. This is a double XL. I paid $4.50 for this. All of these dresses are probably priced between $30 and $40. I run sales, but I like to, when I put $5 into an item, I like to at least sell for, I'm going to say $30, $35 the least. Now that doesn't always happen, but that's what I try for. This is Plione. That is an Anthro brand. It is a double layer tank. I like this bold graphic, so I always say yes to that. This is a medium. This is a brand that I've picked up before. This is vintage. This is Mary McFadden. I'm gonna try to show you the label on this. See that label? I do well with Mary McFadden. I don't find it as often as I used to. I think there's still a following for her items. This is all hand applique. Really pretty. It's like a vest blouse, blouse vest, one of those. I paid $4.50 for that. This is Lily. I'm not sure which Lily this is. Again, we got a fuzz. Let's see if I can get this off. But I liked the print. It's like a watercolor print. It's a stretch knit. This is a 1XL. Really pretty. I liked that. So I picked that up. I paid $4.50 for that. And I'm expecting that'll probably be about the $25, $30 mark. This is Free People. I love this cobalt blue floral chiffon dress, empire waist. It's probably to the knee. This is a size extra small. It has an angel or a bell sleeve. Really pretty. Again, I paid $4.50 for this. No, I'm sorry, this one I went to the other store, I paid $5.25 for this. And that I'm gonna ask $40 for. This I might have shown before. This is Lily Pulitzer. I found 4 Lily Pulitzers right in a row and did not notice that 2 of them had been altered. The bust has an extra dart seam, but I don't think that's gonna hurt this that much. It might hurt it a little bit, but I think the person had it professionally done. It's beautiful. That's probably why I didn't notice it in the beginning, because it's so well done, so even. And I tried this on to make sure it laid correct on the body. It does. Beautiful print. And this looks new. It doesn't look, I'll list it as pre-owned, but I believe this is new. I paid $5.25 for this one, and I'll probably be asking around the $50 mark for that. The last item I'm going to show is J. Crew Black Label. This is a little, I think this is a blouse. I don't think, let me see. Oh no, it's a dress. It goes to the knee. Sometimes it's deceiving. I pick up blouses, I think they're dresses. I pick up dresses, I think they're blouses. It all comes out in the wash. And this is a small, just a beachy awning stripe, ruffle neck or a drape. You can do off the shoulders with this. And I paid $4.50. So that's my haul for today. Sorry it was so quick. I am busy getting all things ready for my vacation, but I wanted to jump on to share what I've found. Hopefully I'll get all of this photoed and listed before I head out next week. And hope you guys are having a great day. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, go out and get what's yours. We are going to ship this Japanese geisha girl vase together. This is an item that I picked up at a thrift store. I recently posted about it. I ran comps. One comp was a sold for $7.50. Another one was listed and unsold. I believe that one was closer to the $75 mark. I ignored all of the comps. I listed mine for $54 and it sold pretty quickly. I believe in about, I think it was under 10 days. So let's go ahead and ship this item together. It's highly breakable. It's a ceramic, and we will see how we do. The first thing we're going to do is select a box that is much bigger than the item. If you can see, I always place the item in there and see how much headroom and side room I have to be able to pack plenty of packing materials around it. You don't want your item to touch any of the box walls, as I've stated before, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I do is place a piece of tissue paper in the box. The next thing I do is put a void filler that is the least expensive, which these are free. These are the bags that I get from thrift stores that I shop. These bags, like I've mentioned before, are bigger than the shopping bags that you get at the grocery store, and they're a little bit thicker. The mill is a little bit thicker. So I save whatever free packing supplies I can get because I ship quite a bit of hard goods. And yeah, so I just roll these up and put them in the bottom of the box. This creates like a bed of a very soft cushioning surface for our vase, and the next thing we are going to do is fill in all of these little cracks with packing peanuts. So the box has a layer of packing peanuts to fill in all the little crevices left by the bags, creating a really cushioning bed for the vase. I have wrapped the vase in 2 pieces of tissue paper to protect the surface, the paint. And next I will wrap in bubble wrap. This bubble wrap, like I've mentioned before, are the small bubbles. This is my bubble wrap of choice, but there are many different bubble wraps that you can choose. There's medium bubbles and large, but I have a tendency to like the small bubbles. So here is the vase wrapped in bubble wrap. I put 2 layers of bubble wrap because I felt that this vase, because it was so large and made of porcelain, that this was extra fragile. So I always want to make sure the buyer receives the item in nice condition. The tissue paper that I used is eBay branded tissue paper that I choose with my store subscription credit each quarter of the year. eBay gives store subscribers credit for free supplies, so I go ahead and buy tissue paper. Sometimes I buy boxes or packing tape. And the bubble wrap I purchase when Office Max runs a sale. Office Max will run a sale where you buy 2 rolls and get 1 free, so that makes the bubble wrap 33% off. Or on rare occasion, they do buy 1, get 1. That's my favorite sale, and I will greatly stock up. I'll buy out the store, buying up to 20 or 40 rolls of this and store it. So this is the item all ready to go into the box. And like I said, the box is prepared. I always check the dimensions of the box to make sure that I'm using a box large enough to contain all of this packing material, but yet not so large that I have to have an abundance of packing material to fill it, or it throws me into the next category of rate price-wise with USPS. So now this item will get nestled down in this box, and I will come back and show you what that looks like. After the vase is nestled in its little bed of packing material, I place this type of paper. It's like a craft paper. I'm not exactly sure what the original use of this paper was. I bought this on a roll, a large roll in the thrift store. Anytime I can get packing materials for very inexpensive or free, which is even better, I absolutely make use of that. So this is the paper that I have crunched and put as a stabilizer. So the main objective is to make sure that this item has no movement in the box whatsoever, and that it's totally surrounded with packing material. So this is what this looks like at this point. Next, I'm going to fill in, again, any space with void filler, which in this case will be packing peanuts. So the box is now filled, ready to go. I've overfilled the packing peanuts by just a little bit, mounding it, so that when I close the flaps, I actually have to push down, and that makes sure that the vase is really secure in there. I add a business card, and then I top the whole thing off with 1 more piece of tissue paper. I do this more for presentation. It does hold the peanuts in place a little bit, but I do this for presentation so the buyer, when they receive their item, is just thrilled to open this kind of package. So here is the box, all packaged up. I do give a quick check to make sure that any of these coated bars are covered. If I have large bars all over the place, I will go ahead and put fragile stickers, but I'm going to put a fragile sticker on this anyway. Fragile stickers do not cost extra in your shipping cost. That's kind of like a misinformation, a misnomer on social media. Fragile stickers just let the buyer know that I cared and packed carefully. That's basically all a fragile sticker is doing. You can buy additional coverage for fragile items at the post office, and those labels will denote that it was a special fee paid for that, if that makes sense. So a couple of you have asked if putting fragile stickers, just the regular fragile stickers on the box, costs extra, that they've heard it costs extra. That's not true. The only time this costs extra is when you've purchased that additional coverage and USPS has put that special sticker on. So 2 different kinds of stickers. I'll show you what ours look like. So here are the stickers that I use. Do not cost anything too extra to put on the box, but I do pay for these. I buy these online, just a fragile sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of those on the box. Again, I don't know that it gives it any special handling, but it lets the buyer know that, that I took great care with the package. So I have weighed the box, and the box is weighing 5 pounds, which I have pre-filled in when I created the listing, so we're good there. And now I go ahead and measure the box. This is 20. This says 11.5, so you have to round up to 12. So we have 20 by 12. by 8. You always round up the next inch. So 20 by 12 by 8. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my listing has those correct dimensions, and then we're all ready to purchase our label. So here is our label put onto the box. I purchased the postage, and it did come in where the buyer paid a little bit more than what I had to pay because I get a discount on eBay, and that overage covers the cost of my packing time, any materials, and it also covers the fees that eBay charges on the shipping collected. So when a buyer makes a purchase and pays for shipping, you're charged 9.6%, I believe it is, on those fees. So I don't overcharge customers a lot, but I do make sure that I build in the cost of, this extra time and care that I've used with their package. So here we go, we're all ready to go, just covering their information, and we are on to the next package. Okay, the next item we're going to ship, which has been highly requested, are large breakables. So this chandelier, some of you might have seen in a recent YouTube video. I picked this up during Memorial Day yard sale in my town. My town hosts a Memorial Day yard sale that almost everybody participates in. It's great fun. We run from yard sale to yard sale purchasing things. I'd have to look back. I believe I paid $20 for this chandelier. It's an antique ceiling fixture. I believe I paid $20, and this sold for $160. Like I said, I purchased this on Memorial Day, and today is the 22nd of June, I think. Don't even quote me on that. I'm getting ready for vacation soon, so my mind starts to go on vacation before my body does. And yeah, so there's great profit there. So the first thing that I do is I take the lamp shades off. These are super delicate shades, and there are 2 of them, so these will be packed separately. And for this chandelier, I'm going to use the floating box within a box method. So I'm going to show you that, and let's get started. So when packing a fragile item, a breakable lamp, something like that, I treat each part of the lamp as an individual piece. So if you remember, this lamp had 2 sockets coming out this way. I go ahead and put tissue paper and bubble wrap on each one of these individually. This middle piece will then again be wrapped almost like an individual piece. To me, that ensures that there's a good amount of packing and this item is really cushioned. So let's go ahead and do that, and I will come back and show you what that looks like. Currently, there are 2 places that I buy my tissue paper from. This is Kirkland, which is that Sam's Club or Costco? This is 400 sheets. I'm buying this for, I believe, $5.44. So when they have this, which I don't even know if they carry this all year or if it's just during holiday seasons, I go ahead and buy massive quantity of this, 20 or 50 of these packs to have on hand. I find that this tissue paper is the least expensive, especially for the quality of this paper. These sheets are 19.75 by 24, so approximately 20 by 24 inches per sheet. So this is what I'm using. I also get the eBay branded tissue paper with my store subscription credit each quarter. So here is the chandelier. This is minus the globes or the shades. I haven't wrapped those yet, but this is what it looks like. So it's all tissue paper and bubble wrap and tape, lots of tape. So with this item, like I mentioned, I'm using the floating box method. So this will be the inside box. I will slip the chandelier into this box, fill any void with packing peanuts. The handle or the rod will stick out a little bit, but that's okay. The majority of the lamp will be in the box. And then this box will be inside another box that will fit the whole light. And I'll put the shades inside that box, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. That's about how it fits. We have about, I'm going to say about 8 inches sticking out, which is no problem. This is so heavily bubble wrapped, this isn't going to get any damage. So like I said, let's see if I can swing this around. I will fill what's in there with any void fill I have, probably some plastic bags and packing peanuts to make sure that this item doesn't move within this box. Here are the etched glass shades that need to be wrapped separately. These are very thin glass, very delicate and antique. I will take really extra care to pack these to make sure that they arrive safely. So I have these styrofoam blocks that I've saved, and this glass shade will be wrapped in tissue paper, bubble wrap, and then these will go on to protect the shade and inside a small box, and that small box will fit on either side of the top of the lamp. That way the box cannot move. It's the floating box within a box, and these shades will be totally secure. So I'll show you what that looks like. Here is the finished product. I'm going to go ahead and put my business card on top. And of course the layer of tissue paper. We always care about presentation, and the cost of this is minimal. I'm going to say this costs me about a penny a piece, if that. So we're going to go ahead and do that, close up the box, and print a label. Here is the finished product, the packaged chandelier going to Avon, Connecticut. I hope they enjoy their chandelier. And this is the floating box system, a box within a box, or in this case, 3 boxes within a box. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the last in the series that I did for Ship With Me. And as usual, go out and get what's yours. Recently, I took the time to visit this store. It's a new store in our area. They've been open about 5 weeks. It is called Cocalico Creek Home Store, and I thought this store was exceptional, so I wanted to share it with you guys. This is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The area has 2 different outlet centers. It has theaters, a lot of shopping, a couple of thrift stores, just all kinds of things. It's a tourist attraction. But this store was really beautiful. They are just doing a great job. Whoever is curating this store has wonderful taste. They have a very natural look. I think they consider themselves urban rustic. They have a lot of barn board and weathered finishes. It's a very soft, romantic country feel. A lot of their items are handcrafted, and I believe they have 2 locations now. And this is a family-run store. I believe this might be a Mennonite family, and they are just killing it with style. So I'm going to give you guys a little tour of the inside. I brought out my phone and filmed a little bit. So follow along if you like this kind of content, and I will show you the inside. As soon as I walked in the store, I was greeted very nicely by one of the employees, and I was directed to help myself to free coffee and free bottled water. With the amount of competition there is nowadays, I think hospitality, customer service is really paramount in running a good business. So 2 thumbs up for that, guys. Great job. Like I said, the store has a real primitive, rustic country feel to it. A lot of the furniture in the store is handmade by craftsmen in this family or employees they have working for them. So a lot of the pieces are unique, which I love, and a lot of the furniture is designed with a very relaxed feel for family living, in my opinion. It's all touchable, it's all just beautiful, sturdy furniture. So as I came into the store, I was struck by the clean lines, by the soft textures, just beautiful, the weathered look to things. I really like that look. So here we're looking at the front right portion of the store when you first come in, and as you can see, they've set it up to feel almost like you're in an upscale barn. I love that look. They have a lot of furniture with cubbies that you can buy the furniture, I believe, and you can also buy the items in each cubby. So here I'm looking at a velvet pillow that says Grateful. I'm sure that's mass marketed, but really pretty. They do have a lot of faux plants and artificial greenery, but they also sell fresh flowers, which is a favorite thing of mine. And the flowers were just so fresh. I don't know how they did that. I'll show that later on in the video. But here I'm looking at little chalkboard ornaments you can hang on your Christmas tree or write people's names on and put on top of a present. So very, very thrilled with this store. Really had a nice time visiting this store. As I walked around, they had soft music playing. It wasn't overly loud or bombastic, so it made the whole shopping experience pleasant. They have everything from kitchen items to decor for your bedroom, a living room. It's a whole house store, in my opinion. And they also sell personal products like vanity products and clothing. So that was a nice surprise. As I walked further down, I just didn't know what to look at first. The store is very well stocked. Most of the fabrics used in their upholstery and pillows is a very neutral color, and it has a lot of texture to it. It's got a really pretty sensory feel to it. So everything from, wovens to knitted items. They also have lighting, and like I said, they have soaps, candles. As you can see, they have kitchen, salt and pepper shakers, baskets, everything you would need to create this look. Here I was thrilled to find clothing, which I'm sure they're not all sewing this clothing. It is mass marketed, but I thought for the price point, they did a very good job. There was a lot of pretty detail to the clothing, but the clothing had a very relaxed feel. A lot of linen, flax, soft cotton, tissue t-shirts, things like that. So as I came around the corner, I popped into this little area and took a look at the clothing. They have some dressing rooms. There I am saying hi to you guys. Again, the color of the clothing, a lot of neutrals, a lot of just pretty soft clothing. Here I'm showing the price tag of this linen shirt, $20.99, which I thought was great. Just a little summer button down with pockets, almost like a little artist's look to it. Here's the shirt again in lilac and gray. They had some floral prints. Even the display in the store, which I'm not sure if all the pieces are for sale, beautiful. These are real doors. Those doors were weathered. They were not brand new. As I came around the corner, this curio thing with drawers interested me. I don't know what we call this, but this housed Mennonite veils for the women that use head covering. And I thought that was really pretty that they, that they put that out, because we do have a lot of Mennonite and Amish women in our community, families, I should say, in our community. Here I'm showing again another display with that housed all different cups and things like that. I love round furniture. Not sure if that pedestal table was for sale, but thought that was great. So as you can see, like I said, a lot of neutrals in the store. No real vibrant pops of color that I noticed. The only color that I did notice were maybe some greens or blues, just very soothing on the eye. I did love this bed. I'd love to have this bed in a cabin, even in a beachside house. Wouldn't that be a dream? So pretty. Like I said, the furniture, I believe, is all hand-built by this family and their employees. I'm not sure how large an employee staff they have. I imagine it's quite large, as they now have 2 locations and the stores are quite large. As I walked around, I was just overwhelmed by the amount of time taken to curate this so perfectly. I thought this looked like a Pinterest board come to life. That's what it felt like. So if we could pop ourselves inside of Pinterest, I'm sure this place would be there. I loved this table / hassock. I think this would be great to put a tray on for when you're entertaining, and then just be able to put your feet up on it when you're home. I was taken also with the Sissel rug selection. They had a very large amount of these throughout the store. I have a tendency to like Sissel rugs, especially if you're in an area that you track in a lot of sand. I think Sissel rugs are great for maintaining. The quality of these were very nice. They weren't cheaply made. I've used Sissel quite a bit and have always been happy with it. Here I was admiring that my handbag coordinated with the store. You know you're in the right store when your handbag fits into the store you're in. This section was really pretty. If I had a family room and a young family again, I'm attracted to this style of furniture. And I did sit down. It was super comfortable. It felt like a quality piece. A lot of their wall art, again, is very simple. A lot of sayings, a lot of the rustic look. This bin smelled so wonderful. This is dried rose hips that have been scented. It was not an overwhelming smell like sometimes they are. It did have this cinnamon clove scent, but it was really beautiful. Really, really pretty. This would be great at Christmas time or to put in closets where you store shoes. I might go back and pick some of that up from my shoe closet. Their candles are hand poured. I don't think any of their candles are mass marketed. I think they're making all of the candles, so that blows my mind. I'm not positive about that, but if you go on their website, you can read about the store and where they get their inventory. Again, not a lot of bright color, just very soothing on the eye, very relaxing feeling being in the store. I loved this bed, and my bed is similar. I have a large headboard like that. So if you're the type of person that decorates with large amounts of vibrant color, this might not be the store for you. Because like I said, very, very monotone, very monochromatic, maybe I should say. A lot of grays, creams, beiges. I liked that little white poof on the bottom. Reminded me of a sea urchin, the way that it was knitted. So that was really sweet. I might think of adding that to my house. The amount of detail, the amount of attention to detail, just amazing. This was a beautiful thing to look at. This is a corral of live edge wood that they cut, and you can purchase this. They also have old barn board beams that are genuine. They're not mass produced. So here I'm showing some of the true old barn board. And like I said, a lot of live edge wood planks or wood slabs that you can use for projects in your house. You can make tables out of them, or a mantle, a fireplace mantle. They have a whole design service, I believe, also. I saw a separate room, I'm not sure if I captured that on my camera, a separate room with consultants that will help you curate your space. And this last area was coming up the other side of this store. I'm not sure the square footage of this store, but it's a very nice store to meander around, just to grab that cup of coffee and just get ideas. This was very pretty. It gave me the kind of like a Colorado or a Arizona vibe. Again, more candles. On the other side of this store, maybe a little further down, I think I captured it right here. They have a TV playing, and children and family members, husbands, are welcome to sit and relax and watch television while the other part of the family shops. I have to say, the employees, I asked a couple of questions about the store, super nice. They made me feel so welcome, and that, they would answer all my questions. Here's one of the tables that they sit with you if you just have a few brief questions, and they help you find what you're looking for. They also have a separate room, a large room, that you can grab a cup of coffee and have an appointment, consultation. This is one of the live edge slabs of wood, very thick. And last, like I mentioned, they have fresh cut flowers. The flowers were beautiful. These flowers look like they were grown on a farm. I could be wrong about that. I could be totally making that up. I could want to think that just to complete, the whole scenario. Just beautiful. Those flowers were fresh. I'm not sure if they bring them in every morning, but just beautiful. So that is my tour of Cocalico Creek Home Store. If you guys find yourself in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, be sure to stop in if you like this kind of decor. And as always, go out and get what's yours.